Hello and welcome to Enjoy English School.
欢迎来到 Enjoy 英语学院
I'm Stevie.
And I'm Laurie.
Today and tomorrow, we are looking at our leisure lesson, and we're talking about something that I think is more common in maybe North America, like the USA and Canada, maybe some people in Europe, but I haven't seen many there. But it's a very special home on wheels. Now, our title is called The Amazing Van Life, and we're talking about living in a mobile home. Mobile meaning that it can move around.
所以呢，今天跟明天在我们休闲小站的单元要来讲到的这个这个刚刚 Stevie 老师提到的，在北美就是美国或加拿大呢很常见的是什么呢？我们文章的中文标题叫做以车为家趴趴走所以呢，其实大概就已经可以这个理解我们讲的这种移动的家庭在轮子上的家。这是什么意思呢？这个很多的细节我们来看文章，大家就会更了解了。
Okay, looking at the article, first of all, we have a subtitle. It says the pros and cons of life in a mobile home. Whenever we talk about the good and bad things about something, we call it the pros and cons. So let's talk about the pros and cons of staying in Taiwan for school or going to the USA to study, something like that. Let's talk about the good things and the bad things, both sides. So the pros and cons of life in a mobile home, living in a small home that you can drive around.
所以呢，这边刚刚 Stevie 老师是把我们的这个副标题讲了一下这里的 pros and cons 我们中文叫做利与弊所以呢，就是呢刚刚讲的 good and bad things about something 所以呢，这里讲到的就是来看看住在这种移动式房车上的生活呢有什么利与弊吧。
Okay, so we start out with the article saying,Have you ever thought about leaving everything behind for a new life of fun and travel? Yes, I think about that every day. But I don't have the money to do it. Have you ever thought, this is something we say quite often, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever thought about leaving everything behind?This is kind of a phrase that we say in English. To leave everything behind means to, leave all your troubles and also leave all your things, So have you ever thought about starting over a new life of fun and travel?OK,
所以呢，我们来看到文章一开始，作者就先用一个问题来展开他的文章他就提到说了 Have you ever thought about 你呢有没有想过，你是否曾经想过什么呢？后面记得是 something 嘛是一个事情，所以这里的动词它出现了 ing 就是呢 leaving everything behind。当你 leave something behind 的时候，是表示你呢就不管那个事情了，把那个事情抛开的意思。所以当你 leave everything behind 就是抛开一切，然后呢 for 是你接下来想要追求的，你接下来想要展开的所以你是否曾经想过抛开一切来展开一个新的充满乐趣以及旅游的生活呢
If so, if you have thought about this, van life might be for you. That's what the author, the writer of this article is saying. If you have thought of that, maybe van life is good for you.
所以接下来呢，作者说，如果是的话如果有的话，你这样子想过的话呢，那么 van life 我们可以翻成车旅生活。车旅生活呢，很可能是 for you 的意思，叫做适合你所以可能是很适合你的
Each year, more and more people are testing out this lifestyle in order to feel free and explore the world. So, each year, there are more and more people who are testing out, they're trying this lifestyle in order to, or because they want to feel free and explore the world.
所以接下来呢，他就讲到说了，每年有越来越多的人呢，正在尝试叫 testing out 尝试这种呢生活的方式来这里的来，这里表达一个目的，所以用了 in order to 这样子的一个这个用法就是以表达什么样的目的来干嘛呢？来感受自由，并且探索这个世界。
Now, this article is interesting because this is talking about van life. You've seen on TV people who have big trailers or big, what they call 旅行车 or 旅游车, right? This is different. This is somebody that's taking a van, like, you know, those big black vans that you see driving around in Taiwan, and turning that into a little house. That's what this is talking about.So very interesting. Van life often appeals to people who don't want to live by society's rules. So van life appeals to people. When we say it appeals to somebody, it attracts them. They like it. Okay? And who are the people that usually may like van life?People who don't want to live by society's rules. People who want to live a little differently than other people.
所以接下来呢，讲到说，那么车旅生活呢，通常它吸引到的人这里的 appeals to， 或者是刚刚呢 Stevie 老师用了另外一个字叫 attract， 我们也拼一下好吗？
Attract, A-T-T-R-A-C-T, attract.
也是吸引的意思所以通常它是吸引什么样的人呢？那些不想要 live by 是遵循这个不想要遵循社会规范、社会规则的人，所以呢，他们会被车旅的生活所吸引。
Van life provides them with flexibility to spend more time traveling and visiting new places. So, van life provides them.It gives them. It provides them with flexibility. We could say it gives them flexibility to spend more time traveling and visiting new places. Flexibility means flexibility in their time, in their schedule. They don't have to go home and, you know, do things at home. They just go back to their van and go wherever they want.
好，所以呢，接下来讲到，那么车旅生活呢，它会提供给他们这里的 them 当然是指前一句讲的那些不想要这个遵循社会规范、被车旅生活所吸引的那些人们，提供他们什么呢？提供他们呢这个弹性flexibility 灵活性、弹性。干嘛呢？来花这个比较多的时间可以去旅行，还有呢去造访一些新的这个地点new places 一些新的这个景点。
It is also a great way to cut down on expenses. So this is saying it is a great way to cut down on. Whenever we want to cut down on expenses, it means we want to reduce our expenses.If you're paying $30,000 a month in rent and bills, maybe you can pay less, so you reduce it. R-E-D-U-C-E, reduce.
Reduce 就是降低的意思等于这里的 cut down on。那么呢，所以这一句讲的说 it 是指这个 van life 这样子的车旅生活，它也是一个呢这个很好的方式来让你降低、让你减少你的 expenses 开销。
People can save a lot more money when they're not burdened by monthly rent.So this is saying people can save a lot more money than usual when they're not burdened by monthly rent. A burden means you have some sort of weight or some sort of responsibility, something that gives you pressure, okay, a burden. And this is saying, if you don't have to pay monthly rent, well, then your money or your financial burden may be a lot less. Okay, financial, anything to do with money. Financial, financial.
是的所以这个字指的是财务上的 financial 那么呢我们来看到这一句他讲到说呢这个人们呢它是承接上一句因为上一句刚刚在讲到说这也是一个很好的方式可以减低开销，所以他讲到人们就可以呢省下很多的钱多的钱 a lot more 比较多的钱呢来怎么样当他们不需要去负担每个月的房租的时候，所以呢这里刚刚讲到 burden 它本来可以当一个名词指的是负担，那这里呢是用动词那当某人呢为什么所负担就是他承担的这个事情的时候，你用被动式的表达像这样子就可以。
This life also teaches people that less is more. This is one of those phrases meaning the less you have, the more freedom you have. So if you don't have all these things you have to take care of and spend money on, well, you have more freedom. So less is more.
所以呢接下来讲到 this life 指的当然就是这个车旅生活，这种生活呢它也呢教导了人们就是 that 子句后面这件事那什么事呢？就是 less is more， 刚刚讲到的少就是多那就如同刚刚 Stevie 老师他所这个补充的当你呢要这个照料的东西变少了，那相对的你的自由度就变多了。
Many people discover that they are happier owning fewer things and living a simpler life. Many people discover, they find out, they learn that when they have fewer things, less things than they had before, that they are happier, and they are happier living a simpler life than before.
所以这里的话呢我们看到他用的一个结构就是两个比较级去表达。他提到说许多人呢他们也发现这里的 discover 或者是刚刚 Stevie 老师补充了另外两个说法，一个是 find out 或者是 learn 都可以然后呢 that 子句后面这件事情什么事呢？就是他们呢会比较开心比较快乐，在什么情况下？在他们拥有比较少的东西并且过着比较简单的生活，这样子的情况下他们是比较快乐的。
We'll take a quick break and we'll come back and look at the last paragraph of this article. Okay, we're going to look at paragraph 3 and finish today's article. We start out, living life out of a van isn't for everyone, though, as there are downsides. So we just talked about the good things about living in a van. Okay, you feel free. You don't have so many responsibilities. You don't have to worry so much about money and things. Well, but it isn't for everyone because there are downsides. So now we're going to talk about the downsides, maybe the negative things or the bad things.
所以接下来呢这个段落呢我们要这个转换了，所以你看到我们的这个句子的中间有一个 though 然而这个呢这样子的车旅生活呢并不是适合每个人，这里的 for everyone 就是适合每个人。 As 因为 there are downsides 其实它是有缺点的所以刚刚等于这个 Stevie 老师讲的 negative things， 这里的 negative 我们也拼一下
Negative Negative Negative. Okay, so what are some of the downsides? Some people who try out this way of life feel uncomfortable living and sleeping in such a confined space. When we say it's confined, it's very small. It feels very tight. Okay? A lot of people don't feel comfortable living and sleeping in such a small, tight space.
所以呢，接下来他就开始讲这个车旅生活的缺点了啊。他讲到有些人啊，哪些人呢？有些尝试这种生活啊的这个人呢，他们而且是这个尝试这种车旅生活的人呢，他们会感觉到居住以及睡在一个这么样狭隘的空间里头呢，是非常的 uncomfortable， 很不舒服的。
Think about it.If you are a single person, maybe sleeping in a van and living in a van might be okay, but what if you have a date that wants to stay over? What if you are married? What if there are two of you? Where do you hang your clothes? You know, things like this. It's a very tight, small place. Also, looking at the next sentence,Vans are not usually equipped with bathtubs or laundry machines. Vans are not usually equipped with. This word equip means, obviously we use this when we're talking about equipment, okay? Like equipment that your bathroom has are toilets and sinks and showers. That's considered equipment. And when we say something is not equipped with, it means it does not have those things. So vans don't have bathtubs usually, or toilets usually. Sometimes they do. Or laundry machines. How are you going to wash your clothes and dry them?Where are you going to hang up the wet clothes? They don't usually have much space for bathtubs or laundry machines.
所以呢，接下来他讲到说呢，这个箱型车一般呢，它常常是没有这个配备所以这里我们看到的 equipped with 就是配有那它通常是没有配备着这个浴缸或者是洗衣机的。
So, because they don't have these things, you will constantly need to stop at parks, rest stops, and laundromats to stay clean. Okay, this works in America. This does not work in Taiwan. It says, because of this, you need to constantly, like often, you need to stop at parks, rest stops, and laundromats.Parks in America, some parks actually have a public bathroom where you can take a shower.
Okay.
And rest stops, 休息站, right? They have places that you can take a shower for truck drivers. You just 投币式的, you pay some money, you can take a shower. And laundromat. A laundromat...is a place that you go to where they have washing machines and dryers. 也是投币式. It's called coin laundry. Okay, you put in coins to wash your clothes. So Taiwan has laundromats, yes. But parks and rest stops that have showers? I've never seen one.
Me either.
Yeah.
所以呢，接下来最后这边讲到说，所以呢，你就会一直的是 constantly 一直的呢，需要去停在公园、那个休息站，还有呢洗衣店来维持你的清洁。那刚刚 Stevie 老师有补充到说，在美国是这样的状况在北美，但是在台湾的话，我们只有洗衣店自助洗衣，但是呢，我们并没有在公园跟休息站是有提供投币可以洗澡或者是冲澡的那个服务的。
Now, tomorrow, we're going to keep talking about the amazing van life. But for now, we're going to take a quick break and come back with a quick review. All right, we talked about the word downsides, right? Well, the opposite of that is upside. And this is a great phrase to know and to use. Living in a van, the upside to living in a van is you save money on rent.
That's right.
The downside is, well, you sleep in a tiny space and have to use public bathrooms.
所以呢，我们在这一课里头学到了 pros and cons.
Yeah, pros and cons.
然后呢 cons. 然后我们又学到这里的这个 Stevie 老师补充的 upsides 还有 downsides.
Yeah.
然后呢，之前你还有提到一个 negative things， 我们把它的 opposite positive 也拼一下。
Positive. P-O-S-I-T-I-V-E. Positive. So we have pro and con. Positive and negative. Upside and downside.
好，这个3组你就一起记咯。
That's all the time we have for today. See you tomorrow.
Bye-bye.